So joining me now is my friend, good friend of the show and friend of Rebel, Rick Igercich of the National Firearms Association. Rick, when I talked to you, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, you talked to us about how you had been invited to give testimony before the Senate about the, I suppose it would be the human cost of the Liberals' gun legislation at all costs. And I watched your testimony, and I think you did exactly what you intended to do, and that is to make the victims of the firearms compensation something more than just a bunch of numbers to the pencil pushers in the bureaucracy. But you really tried to humanize what the Liberals are doing to the firearms community.
Yes, and thanks for having me on your show again, Sheila. I tried, I took a different approach than a lot of the other witnesses. I took the approach of trying to let the senators know who we really are and who this bill affects. The statistics that were flowing in and they were being repetitive, and there's definitely flawed numbers and flawed statistics. And I kind of called them out on a bit of this stuff. But I wanted to go out there and let people know who we are. You know, some of our background, some of my background, and there's a lot of testimony previous to my appearance, and a few of the anti-firearms people, they were calling us, xenophobes, misogynists, the list is endless, it was just a big, an insult and assault campaign by them. And I wanted to go out there and, show people that we're just everyday people that like what we do. We're proud of what we have, and we want to keep our personal property.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you hear about the statistics, the numbers all the time, and actually, I think the statistics are on our side. That if indeed there are, this culture of firearms ownership in this country, and I think that's 100% true. We're not the problem. We have never been the problem. The statistics lie on our side. But when you take the statistics out of the equation, because the Liberals don't seem to really actually care about the facts, right? But if you take that out of the equation and you say that these are family heirlooms, trusted family heirlooms, these are part of not just my family's heritage, but the heritage of this country that the Liberals are, I suppose, happy to throw in the garbage because they really don't want to do the tough thing of dealing with crime in progressive run cities in this country.
That was my point of Bill C-21 too. It doesn't address the root issue. C-21 has nothing to do with public safety, gun crime, smuggled firearms. C-21 goes after law-abiding Canadian citizens and their personal property. It does nothing more. I was questioned by the senator, how could we find a balance? How can we find something in this bill to make it palatable for everybody? There isn't because it's one-sided. They're going strictly after law-abiding Canadians and their personal property. End of story.
And many of the same arguments that you made were made by Alberta's Chief Firearms Officer, Terry Bryant, in her testimony before the Senate. She said that Bill C-21 is basically irreparable. It should be scrapped altogether. And she pointed to the fact that it violates justice, which was one of the arguments made to the federal court, even though the federal court basically upheld Bill C-21. But Terry Bryant said it violates justice because it confiscates precious personal and family belongings and destroys household wealth. It's true. It weakens public safety because it prevents people from getting life-saving tools and training. And it, frankly, it undermines the whole concept of gun regulations because it invents arbitrary policies designed to criminalize and confiscate property from honest citizens instead of promoting safety and security in Canada's progressive run cities. Oh, hey, what you just saw there is a clip from my weekly full-length show, The Gunn Show. It airs on Wednesday, but this is the internet. You can watch it whenever you feel like. You just have to become a subscriber to our paywalled premium content. Just go to rebelnewsplus.com to become a member today.